Good morning! Woohoo! Boxing Day morning, and we've got this old carnage here. Now we're hoping to go out and about today in the car park, but what we've obviously got to do, put a few batteries in it obviously first. I've managed to find enough batteries to put in the transmitter, because this takes 8. I'd got 8 batteries, because I wasn't sure if this would take 4, because a lot of these style ones take 4, the new ones. All my ones do anyway, take 4. But anyway, it takes 8. Now I haven't got enough batteries to put in here, so hopefully I can nick one of the hump packs off of another car, and we're about to stick it in here. With any luck, we'll see how the wiring is. Bloody mouse has been nicking the baits again. Look, it nicked that bait, it nicked that bait. Didn't go in the humane trap. He nicked that bait there, but then when he tried to nick that bait, he got a bit stuck. You've had it now, Mr. Mouse. Like I said in a previous video, probably on another channel somewhere, I don't mind the mouses, you know, I know that this place in 1956 was built on their territory, because they're a mouse and they're wild, and we ain't wild, and the house ain't wild, blah blah blah. But I don't want it. If they don't come in the garage, I don't care. They can just scavenge around outside as much as they want. When they come in here and they start chewing on stuff, such as wires and other bits and bobs, and cost me time and money, then I don't like it very much. So I don't want them in here. So I'm trying to give them a hint. Get out of here, you mouse! Anyway, let's see. I'm going to try and rob a hump pack off of that one. I think that one's got batteries in it. I'll try and rob a hump pack off that one. Ah, this is going to be lovely and easy. Look, oh, it's just a little thing there. Little battery pack there. Just hooks into there. That's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Because, like on the MP9, for example, you got to stuff the wires through gaps and bits and bobs like that. So, I was going to give her this hump pack. Funnily enough, both the Russians had hump packs in. I didn't even know. I was going to give her this one, but this is my oldest one. And it's a bloody nickel cadmium thingy, you know, CD or whatever it is. I don't know how long it's going to last, and the last thing I want is for us to go out and the battery goes flat, even though I'm going to fully charge it, because she'll be very disappointed. So I've got this newer one. Don't know where I got it from. Probably got it from Active Scale or somewhere, I don't know. This is a newer one, so I'm going to put this in there. I think I'm going to charge it up first, though, just to make sure it's got a full charge on it, because God knows how long it's been sitting in that rush for. Yeah, lovely. Woo! Lovely jubbly. Right, that's that on charge there. I don't know how long it's going to charge for, because I don't know how much power it had in it. I didn't test it. I could have tested it actually. I got the tester, but I didn't. So I might probably give this one a bit of a charge as well. I don't know. A lot of people are weird, and they say about these type of batteries have the old memory effect. I don't know whether it's true or not, because you know, it's some people say it does, some people say it don't. The old rule back in the day when I was a kid, and we used to have little RC cars that had these type of batteries in there. It's saying the instructions, and my dad was always like, run it right down. You'd have to run it right away down. Same with drills. Run it right away down until it had no power left in it, and then you charge it. Because the way it went was, if you charged it when it was, say for example, half empty or half full, you know, half charged, and you charged it up to full, then it would memorize somehow that the fact that, and it would think that half charged was actually empty. So it would, you know, shorten the charge span, or whatever you want to call it, or even lifespan of the battery. You know, I don't know whether to believe it or not, because I've never noticed anything. You know, there's loads of times when I've been wanting to get with this particular battery, in fact, and another one that I used to have in the Savage, but I don't no longer have it in there, because I think this might have been the one. I don't know, but it died. I think I can't remember what happened to it, to tell you the truth. Anyway. And I wanted to go out, but my battery weren't fully charged, because I've been using it for about a week, you know. And I wanted to go out and spend a day, but I didn't want it to... Back then I didn't have a charger that had 12 volts. I just had that peak one. It probably did have 12 volts actually, but for some reason... Anyway, so I wanted to charge my battery to make sure it was fully charged before I spent the day out and about with the Savage. And so I just charged it. And it was fine. I never had any trouble with it, you know. So... And then there is videos out there that have popped up, because I've done videos on these type of batteries before, whether you should or shouldn't charge them, blah blah blah. And then when I was uploading that, I always remember certain videos pop up, and there's some saying that it does happen, some say that it don't. To be honest, I don't care whether it does or whether it don't, because it's just life. If the battery dies and doesn't work anymore, then I'll just have to buy a new one. Simple as that. So I'll probably charge this one up anyway, give it a top up, even though I don't use it. I like to keep batteries fully charged. That's another thing a lot of people say. Don't keep a battery fully charged, because all that power in that battery is just stored up there, and it might explode at any minute. Who cares, man? It's a bloody battery. You want to keep it fully charged, because otherwise, if you go out, if you spontaneously want to go out and your battery ain't charged up, what are you going to do? Sit there for an hour while it charges, and then you go, oh, well, that was an hour I wanted to spend out and about with an RC car, but I can't now because I've spent that hour charging the battery, and now my time's run out. So keep the bloody fuckers fully charged. I don't care what happens. Keep them fully charged. Check this out, you lot. The wife got me this for Christmas. It's like a star thing, but look, it's got a Phillips thing on there. It's got a big Allen key comfort, and a smaller one that goes down and down and down and down and down until you got some kind of spiky thing. I would say that's probably supposed to be a flathead screwdriver, but I don't know. Well, it might work as a flathead. And you got another, look at that, and then you got a big like nut thing in the middle. It's fantastic. Come with a key ring as well. You can put on that hole there, but a key ring, I'll put it on the shelf. That's great anyway. Also got this, I love a tin, man. Love a tin. And this had soap in it. It's got me a tin of soap. It smells the nuts, the soap does. But the tin is the tits. I bring it out here because I'll probably use it in the Radio Shack to store things in, you know, like PL259s or some stuff. But man, I love a tin. She's great, my wife. Absolutely fantastic. You know, we didn't get each other loads of stuff. She got me some pretty cool little gifts. I probably may show some of you lot one day. But she got me like a brown paper bag, lunch bag, and she's like, I don't think you'd be very pleased with it. I was like, it's a bloody tits. It's excellent. It's like a brown paper bag. Just you put your lunch in it. It's bloody amazing. While I'm waiting for this battery to charge, what I would usually do is I'd put fuel in it and, you know, that kind of stuff. But she wants to do the whole lot, my daughter, and I want her to do everything. So, well, the thing is, at the minute, it's pissing down with rain outside. It's actually raining quite a lot outside at the moment. So the plan was this morning, Boxing Day, like I said, no shops, well, some shops, but not many. The car park that we're going to go to, the shops won't be open. Oh fuck, they might be. Boxing Day sales. Alright, I've got another car park. If that one is open and there's cars in it, there's a chemist down the road. The chemist won't be bloody open, I wouldn't have thought, on Boxing Day. Anyway, the plan was we was going to go down there and zip around. I weren't going to do like a static break-in on this car. I weren't going to do a static break-in, and by that I mean I weren't going to start it up and let it run. As you lot know, if you watch me, you know, I don't necessarily believe in one method of breaking in. Whatever I feel like at the time. You know, I might let it tick over for a tank and then drive around. I might not even do that. For the MP9 I didn't even do that. I started it up, let it warm up for about a minute, and then I drove it up and down in a circle. Broke it in that way. So I wasn't going to do a static break-in. I was just going to start it up. I was going to go to the car park. I was going to let it warm up, and then I was just going to let my daughter drive around in a circle. I was going to make sure it's nice and rich, so that she couldn't zoom off, and we were just going to drive around in a circle. But because of the fact that it's pissing down with rain outside at the minute, I mean, if she wants to go out in the rain, I will, but rather not, to tell you the truth. So what I'm probably going to do is when she gets out here, I'll let her put the fuel in it. And I had to do that. I don't know why. I just have to do that sometimes. Just have to pull it over. I don't know why. It's just something I have to do. It's like one of them little rituals. Anyway, I'll probably let her put the fuel in it. We'll start it up here in the garage. Put it on the floor down there. And just run a tank through it. And yeah. And then hopefully it will stop raining by that time. And we can go outside. And have a little zip around. She also got me this box of ferrite rings, the wife, for Christmas. They're coming bloody handy. Typical, she left the price on it. She got it from Knights. She left the price on it because it's just what she's like. It makes me laugh. Yeah, these are coming bloody handy, ferrite rings. You know, because for those of you who don't know, you wrap them around the cables and things. It stops all the interference coming down cables, or even coming out of cables, going into the mains and into the radios and things. And you know, makes it for a lot cleaner thing. No, I think Knights make these up because they've given it like a video box case. Nice bit of foam. But everyone loves ferrite rings. 15 ferrite rings, and they're all different sizes. Absolutely fantastic, eh? Oh, mate. Brilliant. Well, some of it's... This is all charged up now. Batteries in there. It's a bit of a tight fit for that humpback, but it fitted in there. Got it in there alright. Some of you were saying... Because when I said about I was going to restrict it for her... about putting a thing behind it. Some of you were saying use the end stop. Well, I thought about using end stops, but I didn't think that these controllers, these transmitters, had end stop controls. Well, I don't know how the hell you bloody will use it if it has. Let's turn that off so the light ain't blowing in there. You know, you got your trim for your steering, your trim for your throttle, and you got your steering thing, you know, for end stop, I suppose, for your steering. But how do you do it for your throttle then? Because, you know, I'd never bother with any of that. When it comes to setting up a transmitter, I don't go any fancy transmitters or any. I just use the standard transmitters like these ones for HPI, and I don't fuck around with it. You know, I don't need to. I set the steering trim up, I set the throttle trim up, and then that's it. You know, set it properly for it, and that's it. I don't bother with nothing like that. It just turns itself off. That's pretty good. So I don't know how the hell you set the end stop for a throttle, because I can't. There's nothing on there. So. I'm still going to do what I said I was going to do in the first place. If I turn that back on, does that come back to life? It does. Oh, lovely. It's got plenty of power in it for thingy. I've just set the throttle and the brakes up, because whenever you buy a new Nitro car, they never come set up throttle and brakes, do they? They're always well out. This one was on half throttle when it was supposed to be on tick over, even with the trim. So I just had to do a little bit of adjustment, and now we've got full throttle. It goes back to tick over, and we've got full brakes as well. So proper pleased with that. Now all I've got to do is wait for her to get out here. Is that off? That's off. Wait for her to get out here, and then we can go and start it up for the first time. It's probably pissing down out there now. Oh yeah, properly raining out here now. I got my bit of pipe there because I was trying to suck the water out, because it flooded all the garden. All that was flooded, so I had a bit of a pump on it, suck all the water out. But we're raining now, man. I was doing a bit of work on the blinds as well. Oh well, let's go and see if I can get her out here. Alright, well, daughter was out here, and I said, well, we'll have to wait till it stops raining before we go out. I mean, we can go out. I said, what do you want to do? She says, I don't really want to get cold, and I don't want to get my new car all wet. So I said, alright, we'll just start it up here then. And we were waiting for this to charge up. She says, oh, I'm going to go indoors and play with my other new toys I got. So I said, alright, I'll start this up then, make sure it's alright. And then later on, if it stops raining, we'll go out. So for now, I'm on my own. But it's alright, I'll start this up. Make sure we're alright. Where's the transmitter? Turn that on. There we go. Plenty of smoke coming off the top there. Still had fuel in this, obviously from when it was tested. Like a little bit in the pipes. Don't know what kind of fuel they used. It was all clear, see-through. Oh well. Load of smoke coming off it. I wonder if you can see that. You probably can, can't you? It gets nice and hot, this heater. I love this heater. I might get another one as a spare, just in case. They're quite cheap and all. Tell you what, I know for a fact I get more excited than anyone else about things. Hopefully this will start up nicely. For those of you that are interested, I've been running a lot of things on 30% fuel, aeroplane fuel and helicopter fuel, but I've put some 16% race fuel in here because that's what I've got. That's what I use. I use it on the MP9 sometimes. Sometimes I put the 30 in it. I usually run the Savage on the 30. I run all the other ones on the 16. But I've put some 16 in this because I didn't want there's too much oil going in there. I'm just going to leave it ticking over for a tank. I didn't want too much in there. So if it was my own car, I wouldn't be so worried, because you know, if it blocks up or whatever, fair play, it's mine. But I didn't want her to be disappointed if it broke already, like if the glow plug got blocked up or whatever. Anyway, here we go. Let's have a look. Might need a little bit on the throttle there. Tell you what, it sounds alright. I do like the sound of it. Not too loud, but not too quiet either. Open that up a little bit more. Perhaps until it gets a bit bedded in a little bit. Well, there we go. That's had a whole tank through it now. It's 15 minutes that took, that whole tank to go through. 15 whole minutes. That's not pretty long. You know, usually about 3 minutes for a tank, 3 or 4 minutes, but it took 15 minutes. I know that because I started it up, and then about a minute or so, a couple of minutes afterwards, I set this battery charging up again for me heater, for me engine heater. And that was on just over 13 minutes. So it's about 14-15 minutes that was running for. Anyway, that's that. I think battery's charged. Bloody brilliant. I'm gonna wait for the rain to stop. What's the time now? It's coming up. Oh, it's only 10 past 10 now. Bloody hell, I come out here at just after 7. Jesus. Anyway, we're gonna go and probably have some tidy up indoors, have a bit of food or whatever. Hopefully the rain would have stopped by then. And we're about to go and film going around in the car park for the first run. Hope she don't get bored of it that quick. Well, she gets bored of it today. Maybe she won't another day or whatever. So I'll catch you on the next one, dudes, on the second run. I weren't going to film doing the thinging, but because it rained and all that bollocks. Anyway, I hope you all had a very good Christmas day. I hope you had a great time and everything like that. I've got a Christmas hamper to look through now. I've got Christmas cake, Christmas pudding, chocolate pudding, pickled onions, and there was something else in there. Can't think what else it was, but I'm bloody well excited. Anyway, don't know what I'm going to take. She wants me to take a car. I could take that Rush. I need to test that one yet with that new engine. Could take that one. Don't really want to get that one wet. Or could take that one, the older Rush. Well, I don't know what one to take with me, but we'll be going there this afternoon anyway. I'll catch you later on, you lot. Take care.